good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another one of Rob and Patty Live shows tonight. It's going to be a great show tonight. We have comedy night for you. We got not one, not two, but three exceptional comedians who will be performing on our show tonight. So, without further ado, let's give a shout out to Auto Direct ML, who are nice enough to give us the premises here to do our live show tonight. Auto Direct ML, guys, if you want a quality car, a used car, this is the place to come, guys. Our cars are inspected, they're washed, they're quality cars, and we got financing on the spot, first, second, and third chance. There's no reason in the world why you guys should drive away without a car from here. All right, guys. So, guys, you know what? I'm actually getting good at reading people's minds, right? Because I'm about to read my co-star's mind, right? And I think that I know what she's going to answer to my question, right? I'm going to say something like, oh my God, Patty, you look absolutely beautiful, right? And she's going to answer something like, thank you. So let's give it a try, okay? You ready? Patty, you look absolutely beautiful tonight.
Oh, well, thank you, Robert. Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be a really special night. You'll have fun. You'll see. You're going to have a great time.
Hey guys, please let us know we got the air conditioning going on because it's about 68 degrees Celsius in this office right now. So God forbid we should turn off the air conditioning, we will all melt like an ice cream. Okay guys, so are you guys ready to kick some butt? Are we going to introduce our first guest?
Absolutely.
Well guys, our first guest is a talented young man. He's part of the 34 podcast. He's been seen on the offbeat comedy circuit in Montreal at the Lord William Pub. Guys, this guy's going to make you laugh. You ready to meet him? Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Bowen! Get over here! Woo, 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 woo. That way. Peter, welcome to our show, buddy.
What's up, buddy? What's going down?
Well, we thought we'd have you on. We spotted you at the comedy circuit there, or what do you call it, the comedy nest, and you did pretty good for yourself.
Yeah.
So we thought you'd be on our show.
Oh, yeah, why not? It's very extraordinary. Let's do it.
Okay, so listen, tell us a little about yourself, because not only are you a comedian, you want to be an actor, right?
Yeah.
And you were on Claudio's latest film called Not Funny, but the title was so inappropriate because it was actually a funny film, Patty. Did you see it?
No.
Did you see that? Not just be politically correct. Did you see? Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah, I did see it.
So I won't ask you what was on the film.
Okay,
Okay,
don't
I
ask me.
won't. Okay. So yes, Peter was part of the cast on Not Funny. Peter, tell us a little bit about that film you were in with Claudio, Silvio, Capri.
Well, it was a film that was lied to me about. We went in and it was not be funny. So I just started talking and everyone started laughing and then that was about it.
Okay, hang on. They were laughing, right? Okay.
No, they were.
They were?
They were. I was trying to be serious and they just started laughing.
Okay, so is it because you were funny or maybe because...
Well, I was telling them about my deep troubles and I don't know, they just started laughing. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, it's true because we just stopped laughing. For a half hour we were laughing tonight anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So you got a nice interest in that is comic books, actually. You went to Japan, right, I think?
Yes, I went to Japan. But,
Okay.
I don't know how PG, like, I think it's a PG show, so I don't want to tell exactly. I'll tell the PG side.
What do you mean when you say PG? You say like pretty good? Is that?
It was good. It was good, but then there's like the main parts were like kind of like,
Okay.
There's a tower, something called the Tower of Babel.
Okay.
So pretty much it's like, it'll start off with like cartoon stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So it'll start off like cartoon stuff, and then it goes to like kind of like bikini stuff, and then it goes to like, oh, maybe it might be porn,
Okay.
and then it's porn,
Okay.
and then it's like stuff that like wildest imagination.
How corny can you get? Huh?
Oh, very corny, very corny. Like the top floor, I can't describe what's on that floor right now. But the cashier's all like, yeah, and I'm like, no, this can't be sold in Canada.
No, it can't.
Yeah, no, it was.
So what's life like in Japan?
Very structured. I like it. It's like I like it, and I dislike it at the same time. It's very like they're very like if you ask them a question, they're like, yeah, no problem, they'll help you. Like we would spend like 15 to half an hour with this random girl just trying to find our hotel.
Really?
Yeah, so she's like following us to the fire department. She's like, and we're like, no, it's okay, we'll find it. Like, no, I'm gonna help you till you find your apartment.
Right.
We're gonna help you. We're like, oh, okay. So it was just very nice, but at the same time, like very robotic kind of. Because you'd be like let's say you ask like, oh, where's McDonald's? They're like, okay, it's right over there. It's like, thank you, and then just like as if they've never seen you before.
So Mr. Roboto, is that where the song came out from? Mr. Roboto.
I'm assuming.
Okay, Peter, I wanted to ask you something.
What's going down?
Help me out, buddy. I forgot what I wanted to ask.
Well, I don't know. What did you want to ask him?
Oh my God, help me!
I believe that. Am I Italian? Yes.
Yes, you are Italian.
Yeah. I live right by the beach. It's okay.
Right by the beach?
Right by the beach, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? I think you took too much sun, my friend.
Oh, shit. Well, that's what happens when you go to. We live in Sicily.
Sicily.
Yeah, that's the problem, man.
Watch what you say about Sicily, because one of our guests tonight is Sicilian.
Obrigado.
No, that's not Italian.
I know. It's okay. I know. It's okay.
So, Peter, what got you started in comedy?
Well, my dad said, you think you're funny, and then that was about it.
He was trying to recommend you. I think he got it all wrong. He got it wrong because, you know.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I got some jokes, here we go.
Because my dad told me the same thing. You think you're funny?
Yeah.
Consequences were pretty bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but maybe that's what he was trying to say, right?
Yeah, he's trying to say, you know.
All right.
He was right on the dot, but, hindsight, you know what I mean? That's what it is.
So tell me, who are your influence as comedians?
Comedians?
Yeah.
I would just say, like Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, Ronnie Dangerfield, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump? Did you see Donald Trump?
Yeah, they're comedians, man.
He's a comedian?
He's a comedian.
Yeah, he is a comedian.
He's a presidential comedian. Number one. The comedian of the free world, It's all.
Okay,
It is what it is, man. I have too many comedians out, like, Bill Burr, stuff like that, Bill Burr. Well, not to everybody's popular opinion, but Louis C.K., I do like his writing style, but, stuff he did on the side, whatever, it's what it is.
And how about any local comedians? Do you have any, I don't know, just for the sake of it, like Claudio, Silvio, Capri? Is he one of your idols?
Oh, he's one of my idols.
Really?
Yeah, he's amazing.
What, to beat up on or what?
Oh, shoot, just a heckle on.
A heckle on, eh?
Let's have a little caption on Claudio Capri right there.
I wish.
No, you don't want to do it?
I wish I had the broadcast equipment. My God, we would have been playing with all sorts of things. Guys, it's going to come because, like I told you a couple of broadcasts ago, we're looking into it. We actually managed to get some good audio devices that we've tested, and it's fantastic. It's going well. Now it's just a question of video right now, and look, it's going to be a question of time. We're going to have a serious setup. It's going to be a little bit better than this right now. We're doing with what we have. And we're going to be a mobile unit. Maybe we're going to be moving to some places, right, Daddy?
Yes. I guess we'll see. We'll go where the wind takes us.
The wind will change.
Yeah. As long as, we follow our heart and we do it for fun, that's all it is. Follow your heart, have fun, enjoy your life. Life is short. Go and do what you love to do in life.
You know what? I said that, and I'm working in a restaurant for 23 years. Don't do that.
And you know what?
Go hard, just so I can get the money. That's what it is. Not
Because she works in a restaurant.
Yeah. No, it's fun working in a
And
restaurant.
she's got another 16 to go to catch up with you.
Exactly. Yeah, no, working in a restaurant is fun. You know what? People come to have fun, to enjoy the time. So there's music, everybody's in a good mood. It's rare that you get a customer that, is not in a good mood. But, most people, if you go to a restaurant, it's to have fun. So, enjoy the food. So, no, it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You flip that coin, man. That's all it is.
Well, do you have any, Patty, you who works in the restaurants, do you have a good restaurant to recommend to our viewers tonight?
Well, I work at Trattoria del Sud.
Where's the address? Plug them.
Oh, it's 4880 Charleroi. That's right. My God, I can't even remember the address because I know my way there. So I don't have to remember the address. It's a very good restaurant. I mean, for the moment, I think it's still closed because of the COVID. But, well, I guess we'll let you know when it opens up.
Oh, and McDonald's. McDonald's is worldwide. I don't know which location, but it's everywhere. You'll find it somewhere. I don't know where it is exactly, but you know what it is.
So you enjoy McDonald's, huh?
Oh shoot, I don't enjoy it, but I can pay for it. You know?
Oh, you can afford it.
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay. So Peter, listen, we're gonna have you back a little bit later on. We're gonna have a chance to introduce our next guest.
Ooh.
Okay, known as the Big Mama Siciliana. But you know what? The duties for taking care of that interview will be my lovely co-star Patty, who will be taking over for that.
Oh, wow, there we go.
So Peter will be speaking in a couple of minutes.
All right, see you then, man.
All right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah, right. Put the camera to the side. He's Peter. Don't change here. Come back in the change. What are you doing?
Great.
Yeah. So, Peter, okay. So, guys, we have our next guest coming up, and we're going to take the camera over to the beautiful Patty who's going to be taking care of.
Yes. So everybody, I would like to introduce you a very special guest. Everyone, Leah Gentile.
Hello, buongiorno paesani. Hello everybody.
Salutiamo.
Salutiamo everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Leah, thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
I think you have a very interesting life, and I would love for you to share this with the whole world if we can. Because you know what? I think there's a very special message in all of that. So tell me, Leah, what brought you to do what you do today? You're very much in a lot of social media. Would you like to share how it all happened for you? Because I think people need to know this.
Absolutely. It happened in 2017. We were on a road trip with my whole family because my daughter had auditioned for premiere acting. She made the cut over here, and she was told to go to Orlando. So we took a long trip to Orlando right before Christmas. And on the way back, I mean, I grew up Sicilian. I grew up with typical Sicilian parents. The upbringing was there, the culture was there, the language was there. So my Sicilian just comes out. And we were in the car, and I was talking, and Sicilian words just come out whenever they want to. And my kids are like, "What? What did you just say?" So I said, "You know what? I'm gonna teach you because my kids they understand it, but not all, and they don't speak it."
Yeah, I know it's true. Our kids.
It's very difficult.
Because we spoke English at home.
Yes.
They didn't. I tried with my kids, but they were getting so mixed up with the English and the French and the Italian. So I just spoke English to them. But I regret it. I regret it.
Yes. I spoke to them in Italian till the age of 2, but then once school started and they started understanding what I was talking with my husband, the English just came in and took over.
That's exactly what I did. The same thing until age 2, 3, and then that's it.
And then they lost it.
Yes.
So I told them, I said, you know what? I'm gonna post one Sicilian word a day, and we'll see who understands it and who doesn't, and I'll explain it. That way, it'll give people a bit of knowledge. It'll keep the language alive. It'll keep the culture alive. So that's how I started. I challenged myself in December of 2017. I said, for 1 year, I'm gonna post one Sicilian word a day. We'll see if I can come up with 365 Sicilian words.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it took a lot of effort, it took a lot of energy, a lot of dedication to get up in the morning and think of a word. I had a whole list I was going through not to repeat the same word.
Yes.
And I accomplished it. I was so proud of myself. I said, wow, December 31st, this is my last word. Wow, I actually did it.
Amazing.
But people kept following me and commenting. And they're like, no, don't stop. We love it. You remind me of my grandmother, my aunt, my mom that's passed. And so I do it now sporadically. I don't do it as often because, like I said, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of dedication.
Where do you post it?
I post it on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Okay.
I'm on everywhere. I'm like salt. I'm a bit of everywhere.
Yes.
So with that, I got a lot of exposure because people were following me and sharing, and so it just snowballed into having over 10,000 followers on Facebook, over 5,000, almost 5,000 friends, and Instagram I'm at over 5,000 followers.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, what did I just create? But this was just a challenge Because back in 2014, I mean, I had Facebook, but I would just look, like everybody does. You know, you look, you pass, you like. What happened to us was my husband and I were getting our motorcycle licenses. It was always a dream of mine to run a motorcycle. So I told my husband, I said, you have to get your license because me driving and you as a passenger doesn't look nice. So he got his license, and we went on a group trip. We were 15 bikers. We were going from Montreal to New York just for lunch.
Okay.
A Saturday drive, just for the day. Unfortunately, during our way there, on our trip there, the biker in front of us lost control on a curve. So my husband, not to hit him, we ended up in the ditch. I was double riding with my husband,
Oh my God.
and he was double riding with his wife. We ended up in the ditch. My husband got burned on his leg because the motorcycle fell on him. So the motor burned his leg. He had contusions, broken fingers. I was 10 meters in the ditch. They couldn't find me. I was knocked out. I had a broken spleen. I had a quad muscle, both hands broken. I was banged up.
Wow.
And I was unconscious. So they had to airlift me from Malone, New York, all the way to Vermont to a trauma center where I stayed for 5 days in a
Oh
coma.
my God, that must have been terrible.
It was something. I mean, I woke up and I'm like, wasn't I on a bicycle? What am I doing in a hospital?
Wow, that must have been a shock.
It was really a very tough ordeal, and I was just worried my kids, you know, I left my kids with my parents and they were freaking out. But then I came to find out that the lady of the guy who lost control passed away.
Oh my God, that is sad.
So it took me a good 2 years to accept it because I had survivor's guilt. And
Yes.
not so much why didn't I die, I was very grateful I was alive. But
Absolutely,
the way
yes.
I survived, why couldn't she survive? That was my biggest question. But after reading the police report and the investigation, I came to find out that she could have not survived her injuries.
Oh wow.
There was, you know, those arrows when it's a sharp curve? Well, that cut her carotid artery. So there was no hope for her.
That is sad.
So here I am, trying to recover, broken hands, banged up, thinking, if I'm alive, there's a reason.
Yes,
What is this
absolutely.
reason?
Yes.
What is this reason? Because, I mean, I already suffered from depression, so depression hit really hard. Being immobile, gaining weight, being closed up in the house. It's like, what's my purpose? I am alive for a reason. Yes, I have children. That is my main purpose. But why else am I alive? So I took the chance of self-investigating myself and self-searching, and I said that I have to do something for others. I have to do something for others, and that's where the comedy came in. I've always been funny. I've always been told I was funny since high school, but I just took it lightly, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna put it on social media and get myself out there because there was no other way that I could socialize. So I used social media to my advantage. And as I was getting better and improving on my health, I started participating at fundraisers and events that people were holding. And I was such an active member that they invited me to be part of the governing board, which is with the Italians of Montreal and Friends. And they support Galileo Adult Center for students with special needs, as well as the Lighthouse, who has children who are in palliative care. So that gives me a great purpose and motivation. The drive is there to give back, to stay active. And, you know, when you go to bed at night and you remember that, you know, we made a donation and we changed somebody's life, it's a good feeling. You sleep well. You sleep well.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
So that's basically my life in a nutshell. My purpose is positivity, to give back, to help. And I post it often. Even if I made one person smile, then I accomplished my mission.
Absolutely, it is that, my God, this, it must have been like a life-changing moment for you.
Yes.
Like, you had to really look at life with different eyes.
Yes, every day is
And
precious.
sometimes, unfortunately, you have to go through struggles in order to change your life and say, okay, what is my purpose? What am I here to do? What can I do to help others? Give the example how, you know what, life is short. Do something. Follow your heart. Don't be scared. Like, you know, sometimes that's it. I think that's the thing, you know, sometimes people need that wake up call
Yes.
to, like, you know, just
Yes.
go, you know. Because sometimes the desire is there, but the fear, you know, so sometimes something happens to you, and fear is nothing compared to when you see, like, your life practically going by you like this.
Yeah.
Tell me something, Leah. If you have a message for people, like this you know, this, whatever, we want to call it tragedy, but sometimes it's an opportunity to change your life around, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So what would you tell people that they should do in life? Like not to wait to the, you know, the moment where you're about to lose your life practically.
Absolutely. Well, I'd say that the fear of not taking action is just as bad as the courage not to take it.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid, just take the leap. Because if you feel it within you that you want to do something, then do it. Because it's a message, it's a subliminal message, it's your purpose. Just go with it. And you know what? Even if you don't succeed, don't be afraid. It's a learning experience. So, I mean, we're not perfect, we're all imperfect. So it's trial and error. You try something, it doesn't work, don't get discouraged. Pick up the pieces and move on.
But you know what? We also believe it doesn't work because there's something else for you.
Exactly.
And you have to try.
Exactly.
And you know what? Like you had this, you know, this instant, this inspiration to post those words. Look where it took you.
Yeah.
You know, we always think, oh no, people are not gonna like this. People are not gonna. But it's not true. You will find that one person, and as you follow your heart and your instinct, that inspiration, that moment of, oh, I'm gonna do this. You just go, you do it, and then doors open for you.
Absolutely,
And
yes.
people react, and you say, hey, like you said, you made someone laugh.
Exactly.
You made someone happy. And you know what? I always, you know how many people, they say, you know what, one day I was on my way to go kill myself. I wanted to commit suicide.
Yes.
And then just before I did it, I met this one person that smiled at me,
Yeah.
told me a few words, and you just, you know, you stopped yourself.
Yes. Absolutely.
And that, you know what, it happened to me many times that, you know, I was feeling down, and then, you know, you happen to be walking, someone smiles at you, or they say good morning, and just there, your whole energy just switch.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
It is.
Yeah. So you know what? I believe that you really had a purpose. I think that
Thank
you
you.
were put in a position where, you know, you had no choice to say, okay, what is it that I have to do?
Yeah.
What am I doing in life?
Exactly.
How should I, you know?
How
And
should
you know
I-
what? You are, you know what? Somebody, I heard that somebody called you Big Mama Siciliana.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Come on, that's fun. And I love that name for you.
Thank
and you
you.
are, because I think Siciliana, you're
I'm
Sicilian.
Sicilian, yes I am.
Big Mama, you are like, I think you're like a mother to
Yes.
people. And big is like it's your heart.
Yes.
You
You just explained.
I feel like crying. I feel like crying because I think you are such an inspiration.
Thank you.
The energy that you are vibrating, I love it.
Thank you.
I think I want to live with you right now.
Come on in.
Can you take me in?
Sure, anytime. My door's always open. I always tell
Thank
my
you. I
friends and
know.
family, don't ring the doorbell, just walk in. If I'm home, just walk in. It's just your family.
And that's who you are. Like
Yeah.
from the moment I saw, I go, this lady, she has something special. And
But the
I
name-
I feel so honored to have you on my
Oh,
show.
thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Please explain the Big Mama Siciliana. Come on, you gotta explain this to me.
This all started in Cuba because we went to Cuba. I went to Cuba 6 times in 4 years, and obviously I heard because it was my first time in 2014 to go to Cuba, and I heard that they needed clothing and toothpaste, toothbrush, and so I brought a bunch of stuff just to give to the people there. And I was befriended by the dancers, who were very appreciative of everything I gave them. So they used to call me Mama as respect because I was older than them. They're 25-year-olds. So they called me Mama, Mama, Mama. And then by the end of the week, they're like, you're a big mama because you have a big heart. They're like, we can't believe all the stuff you brought us. And I went back like 6 times in 1 year. I even baptized a little boy over there. So I have a godson in Cuba that hopefully one day I can bring him here. So, I mean, I would get off the bus from the airport and they would like, Big Mama, Big Mama. So they basically gave me that name, Big Mama.
I know.
And I was also bigger in size, but they didn't look at my size. It was more of the size of my heart. Because,
It's your
they
heart,
love
yeah.
me and I love them too. They're very nice people. And so Siciliana came in because I'm Sicilian. So I just added the Siciliana, but Big Mama came from the Cubans who call me Big Mama.
And they gave you the perfect name. You're
Thank
so
you.
amazing, Olia. I want to thank you so much
My
for being on the
pleasure.
show. I want to have you more often on the show because you know what, your energy is so amazing. I just
Thank you.
love you. I mean, I just met you, but I don't know. I feel like I've known you for your whole life. Thank you so much, Leah.
My pleasure.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
everybody. Saludado.
Thank you. Thank
Guys,
you,
guys,
Leah.
hang on, stay right there because that was a part of the interviews. Right now we have the comedy part of the show. So to open up the comedy part of the show, we're going to invite our first guest, Mr. Peter Bowen. Yes, sir. That's your spot. Just don't trip over the chair now, will you?
Yes, Peter, let's go.
Oh shit, all right.
Peter, you're a stand-up comedian, right?
I'm a stand-up
So
comedian.
you're going to be doing the standing up, right?
Oh, we do stand-up. I can sit down. I can chill, man. Yeah, man. We can do it. We can tell
Ladies and
stories.
gentlemen, Peter Bowen. The
Peter
stage is yours.
Bowen. Woo!
So, yeah, it's what it is. So, yeah, pretty much, I don't know what story I'm going to go with. All right, let's see. What else do I got? I work in a restaurant. Right? And I'm the bartender, right? She's very scatterbrained. She's very, I don't know how to say it. But, so anyway, she goes up to me one day and she goes, and now remember, she's the bartender. And I work in the back. So then she goes, hey, just off the top of your head, what goes in a rum and coke? And I said, what are you, stupid? I said, gin and juice. What else could it be? So, yeah, so, and now here's where I'm like, I kind of lost faith in like restaurants eating outside. I tried not to know nothing about the back. So we had this cook come in, and this guy said, oh, I've been a cook for 20 years. I said, okay, that's cool. So he starts cooking, and he goes, just one question. What's the difference between tomato paste and salsa? And I said, oh shit, man. I said, God damn, you cook for 20 years and what, freaking El Paso? Like, what the hell is this, man? Let's see, what's going down? Let's see what it is. Oh, there we go. So goddamn, what's this? Oh shoot, okay, it's what it is. This is brought to you by water. I don't know why, but it's okay. It's what it is, man. We gotta keep rehydrated. We call it, and for the COVID-19. Tag below, what do you got? What conspiracy theories are you guys into? I want to know. Put it in on Bobby Short Shorts. I want to know what's going down. I want to know if you guys believe in the COVID, lizard people, taking DMT to talk to the lizard people in another dimension. I want to know all of that. I was in Toronto, and there was a bachelorette party going down. So then all of a sudden, you know, we're like, you know, we don't say any names, we don't say what's going down, but me and my boys were partying with the girls. So then the bride-to-be came down, and my boys like, oh, this one's the girl's getting married. I said, oh, that's cool. What's her name? And then she lifts up her dress, and I just see her leopard thongs. I said, oh, shoot, what's your last name? That's one of the girls. So I was like, I just want to know what's going down, man. Let's see. I'll end it off. Okay, let me see. I'll end it off with a joke I heard from associate's father. Now, this lady told me a joke. For the ladies here, please forgive me, don't kill me, but it's an old school joke. So, the joke goes, there's this one girl, she's single, right? She's single. So she goes to the grocery store. She gets one package of eggs, she gets one package of bread, she gets one milk, one juice, everything just for a single person. So she goes into the cash out line, and then the guy in front of her looks at her shopping cart and goes, oh, shoot, are you single? And the girl said, yes. Is it because of all the items that I have in the shopping cart? I said, no, because you're freaking ugly. I'll end it with that. So this is Bobby Short Shorts. Tune in. Every Monday has the Rob in a Circle, or whenever he does it. And with Patty. Patty's got the, she's got the skills. I don't know what it is. She's doing her thing.
Thanks, Peter.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm the worst promoter ever. I'm just
Oh,
like,
God. You're fired.
But we love her. We love Patty. We love Patty. Patty's a good girl. And everybody here too. Take care. Have a good time. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
Woo!
So guys, we're gonna have our next guest coming on, so I'm gonna have to be taking over the camera duties right now. So, Patty,
Yes.
you know what? This is what, your fourth live?
Is it?
It's your fourth
Is it
live.
the fourth one?
You know what?
I lost count.
Your last count, guys. You guys have all been watching Patty, right? She came like from absolutely nowhere. Hey guys, you're all standing up. This is time to give her a standing ovation. 1, 2, 3, go!
Oh!
She's come a long way. Woo! Way to go, Patty.
Should I present the next guest?
Yes, you shall present the next guest.
Yes, okay, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is Claudio, Silvio, Capri.
Hey!
Hey! All right, it's good to be here on a Friday night at a car dealership. You know, comedy's moving up a little when you're upgrading. So, folks, a little bit about myself. So, my parents were Italian immigrants, and today's day, like, they still don't know how to speak English and French. Well, like, they speak it, but they speak it very brokenly, right? Like, if they don't understand one word, they're going to replace it with another word that has no meaning to the conversation whatsoever, right? Like, I remember this one time I brought my ex-girlfriend over for dinner, right? And my mom turns to my ex-girlfriend and she goes, eat, to mangia, right? But my ex-girlfriend's like, I don't like eat meat. Like, I really don't like it. And my mom's losing her mind. She was saying something along the lines of vegetarian. But what is this vegetarian? No, my dad, who didn't understand the word vegetarian, goes up to my mom and says, "Bah, she says she's a lesbian." I see. Talk a little bit about my family, folks. See, most of you know what a canteen is, right?
Yeah.
It's a cold room. It's where you put
Cold
up.
room.
Thanks for giving away the punchline, Rob.
Oh my God, I blew it!
Oh,
This is what happens on a Friday night. Anyway, so I go down to the canteen, right? And
You mean the cold room?
I open up the canteen and I see this gigantic crucifix, right? And I'm like, "Hey, Ma, are we expecting a vampire to come over? Like, what's with this crucifix, right?" And my mom's coming down and she goes, "I was expecting your ex-girlfriend to come over, right?" But see, as my mom is coming down, she's coming down with a string of garlic, right? And she says, "Here, put this around your neck, yeah?" And I'm like, "Ma, it's on my neck that she was sucking."
Oh my God.
But you see, folks, like, now, see, I want to talk a little bit about my cousins. See, it was my cousin's birthday not too long ago. Don't clap, please, because my cousin's so, every year as my cousin gets older, he thinks he can do whatever he wants. My cousin does the wrong things at the wrong place at the wrong time. And so we went to an outdoor event, but he bought this red wine in a mason jar, right? So as he's pulling it out, the security guard catches him and he goes, "Excuse me, sir, but is that alcohol?" But my cousin pretends like all surprised, right? He goes, "Oh, look at that! Jesus did it again!" So now I want to end it on this. I want to end it on a dating story because there's 4 months in confinement. My jokes are a bit rusty, but you know what? I'm gonna try it here at a car store. So you see, folks.
At a car starter.
Yeah, whatever. For me, dating is very awkward because I'm very shy and because I say the wrong things, the wrong place, the wrong time.
I can just imagine.
So I went to a restaurant with this girl, right? So we're having this conversation, and because I'm so nervous, when I have to talk, right? She asked me these questions. Like one of these questions, she's asking me. She goes, "So, what do you see in our future, right?" And the guy that I am, I'm like, I see the waiter bringing us bread with our food. But as time goes on, it's my turn to ask these questions. Like those normal answers. Hey, what do you like? What do you hate? Like, are you having a good time? How's your food? But the idiot that I am, instead of asking those questions, all I asked was, "So, do you like stuff?"
Stuff?
What kind of stuff do you like? Movies? I like movies too. So then we get to her place. Okay, how do we get to her place? I have no idea to this day how I got to her place. So I get to her place and we're sitting down. So we're watching 365 Days on Netflix. And then she has this blanket. Keep in mind, okay, she has this blanket. Now I didn't know. Hey, I have a blanket, let's cuddle. I didn't know cuddle means, doing the ding dang doodle. So as I'm, so she's turning to me and she kept doing this, but I thought she was having Tourette's. I'm like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Why do you look like a Power Ranger? It looks like someone has Tourette's." So then she gave me the signal, goes, hey, I'm cold. Clueless idiot. Keep in mind, I'm a clueless idiot. Like, okay. Get a better blanket. Next time, pay your hydro bills on time. So, guys, if you see a beautiful lady walking down the street, chances are that she went out with me. And I'm the reason why she lost all hope. Folks, my name is Claudio, Silvio, Capri. That's it for tonight. I'm going to be on July 22nd at Bar Villa Ray, August 6th, Pub St. Paul, Dirty 4 Comedy Night. That's all you're going to get from me tonight. Have a great night, folks. Thank you very much.
Yay! Here I am, yeah. What a performance, guys. Thank you very much, Claudia. That was a really nice performance. Peter, awesome. Both of you guys were fantastic. But guys, we got our final guest coming on tonight. She's new to the comedy circuit. She's done it once before, and I went to see her, and I found her so good that I actually thought of inviting her on our show tonight. And guys, I think you're going to be enjoying who our next guest is going to be. So, Patty, would you take the care to introduce our next comedian?
Everyone, it's Leah Gentile.
Hey!
Woo!
Guys, I'm rusty. I only did stand-up comedy once, so they asked me to stand. But I like what Ralph told me before we started the live. He's like, be yourself. Who else am I gonna be? Sometimes I'm frank, but most of the time I'm myself. Comedy. I was always funny, but I got all my material from growing up Sicilian. And I talk about what I know. I know being Sicilian. I mean, being Sicilian, my parents, I thought they were mute and deaf. Because every time they would talk to me, they would talk to me with sign language. They would talk with their eyes, their heads. Sometimes I thought their jaw got locked because they would okay. It was always like choppy directives that we got. Then there was the wooden spoon. I got the wooden spoon at least 3 times a day. It was a ritual. I had to have 3 wooden spoons on my palm 3 times a day. So I got fed up with the wooden spoon, so I broke it. Little did I know my father knew how to work with wood. So I came home with a wooden spoon this big. That I couldn't break. So I inherited the wooden spoon. My sister got the house, I got the spoon. And let me tell you, it's a good feeling when you hit somebody with a wooden spoon.
Yeah.
You know, I have kids now. I can pass it on. It's an amazing feeling to get the wooden spoon and have control over it rather than feeling how it controls you. But in all honesty, I really enjoy talking about my life. I'm very transparent, even though I'm very thick. I'm very transparent, and I just enjoy making people laugh, whether they laugh at me or with me. It's fine. The best part of growing up was growing up Sicilian. We used to get a lecture right before going to see people a la visita. You don't touch the cookies. You don't run around. You stay next to me. You don't move. Non ti cataminar. Again with the closed jaw. So then you're sitting there with all the adults, all the other kids are playing, but you have to sit nicely and politely, and then the cookies come out. You want those cookies? Yeah. You're not allowed. So you look at the cookie, you look at your mother, you look at the cookie, you look at your father. And then of course the hostess says, oh, I have a cookie. And I'm like, I think I'm going to get slaughtered if I have one. And then they force you to have one, and you're like, okay, this is going to kill me. This is going to kill me. And then they tell you to go play with the other kids because you're a child in an adult conversation. So okay, go play with the other kids, but I'm not allowed because I'm going to tell you my guys. So I wasn't allowed. And then finally I get to go, and with all the cousins and everything, something always breaks. Something always breaks. It's a woman here of her grandmother's cousin's aunt 50 years ago when she got married, and we have to break it. And who gets the blame? Me. So in the car, I don't know how they managed to master driving and hitting. Because they be driving and then all of a sudden, boom! You shouldn't have broken the bombardier. And they're driving, but the car still goes straight, and all the stops, and they're getting beaten like hell back there. And then they even have the audacity to say, wait till we get home. Why, I didn't get enough? So that's it, guys. It's all relevant. I'm sure all of you went through it, not because I'm Sicilian, but all Italians, all cultures, I'm sure, went through the same ordeal. Maybe new words because I was bad. And after me, didn't have any more kids. But that's it for me tonight. I'll leave it on that note. Guys, I love you. Stay positive. think positive and positive things will come to you. Please follow Bobby Shorts and Patty. Thank you very much for having me on. These guys were awesome, and it was more than a pleasure. It was a privilege to be here. Thank you very much. Salutamo, everybody! Woo!
Hi, what a goal, Leah. Thank you very much. That was fantastic. Guys, you know what? I didn't finish off with Peter, but maybe I'd like to ask Peter another couple of questions, because there's a couple of things I didn't cover with him. So if Peter's not too far away, Peter, get over here, buddy.
Hey.
Come on. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here's Peter Bowen once again. Okay, so Peter, I wanted to ask you. You said you were a fan of Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Is the Thorns in it? No, that's the porn version. That's okay. That's all good. Yeah. No, I like the show. I want to read the books just because. The show kind of started out well, and then they kind of like went money hungry, and then they just forgot about story. They just wanted to put action sets, and yeah, it didn't end well.
Okay, and you also hate these superhero comics that are on and out these days.
Yeah, superhero movies. I'm kind of. I mean, I'll look, but I'm not into it as much as I used to be.
Are you DC or Marvel?
I'm neither because I get money from neither, so it's all good.
You like the Japanese?
That's what it is.
You like the Japanese better, right?
Yeah, I like Japanese anime stuff too, but I don't watch it as much as I used to. I'm more about like increasing my skills, learning different things, new avenues to make money, or just increase my comedy skills.
When you were in Japan, did they actually, have these guys push you into those subway cars like sardines? Did you actually go through that?
No, they're very nice. It's just there's certain etiquette in Japan that I didn't know.
Wow.
So like let's say if I was in the subway, you're not supposed to be talking. That's like their social etiquette. So we're in the car like, yeah, look at that, look at this, oh my God, look at the bamboo trees and this, and then everybody's staring at us, but we had no idea why. But then we realized, socially they're not supposed to be doing that.
So what do? Do they grunt instead of talking?
No, they just newspaper or whatever, and
Really?
they're just that's it.
Okay, they read their minds. That's right.
Yeah, they're like on their thing. I don't know what it is. But yeah, they're like ninjas, whatever.
So Peter, listen, you're on the podcast, the Dirty Four. Tell us a little bit about the Dirty Four.
Well, we try to do as much clean stuff, and then it just turns dirty.
It turns dirty all the time.
It turns dirty. Yeah, we need the Tide soap, everything, guys. It's very bad.
So, guys, actually, I have had the whole Dirty Four cast. I've had Joey LaFlamme, I had Victoria Blair. A shout out to you guys. I had Peter Bowen, and I had Claudio, Silvio, Capri. They were all on Rob's Inner Circle. So these guys are absolutely good people. They're funny. They're worth going to see. Okay, so you want to go see them. And where can they find the Dirty Four podcast?
Well, you can find the Dirty Four podcast on Dirty Four YouTube. You can find it also on Facebook. We got the Facebook page and we have the Instagram page. In August 6th, we will be starting an open mic at St. Paul's Pub down by the Old Port in Montreal. So it'll be August 6th, 8 o'clock. Show starts, and we'll have a different act every week. And it should be fun times. It should be great. And there'll be $5 at the door. And that's all it is.
Fantastic. Well, Peter, and listen, guys, I think it's just about time for us to go, Patty.
Yeah, it is. And just, you know what? I wanted to talk to Leah again. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Do you mind doing
Not
it
at all.
for Leah?
Not
Please.
at all.
Yeah, I don't know if we made it clear before, but I was just wondering, where can people find you?
I'm on YouTube, Big Mama Siciliana Word of the Day. I'm on Instagram, Big Mama Siciliana with an underscore between each word.
Okay.
And Leah Gentile, Leah Siciliana Gentile on Facebook. As well, I have TikTok, but I'm not too, I don't put a lot of time in TikToks. I do it once in a while, but I have TikTok too, and it's Big Mama. So you can find me anywhere. Just Google me. I'm sure you're gonna
That's
find
right.
me.
So they could Google you under Leah Gentile and
Gentile.
Big Mama Siciliana.
Yeah, Big Mama Siciliana is my
Okay.
main one, but on Facebook, because it was my old Facebook and I just left it like that, it's Leah Gentile. But I also have a Facebook page, Big Mama Siciliana. So I have the page and I have my own personal account that's pretty much public. So I'm sure you guys have no trouble finding me.
Absolutely. So everyone, please tune in to Leah Gentile, Big Mama Siciliana. Please go check her out. You're gonna have lots of fun with this lady. Thank you, Leah.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Patty. Thank you,
Well,
You're
everybody.
guys,
welcome.
and thank you all for tuning in. You guys are amazing. You make our lives a whole lot of fun because we do this all for you. We try to have some quality guests on our show. Last week we had Stefano Vanni and we had Rosemary La Pasta. They were absolutely amazing. All the other times that we had people on our show, there was also Claudio, Silvio, Capri. He was amazing tonight. We had 3 beautiful guests. Thank you, Peter. Peter Bowen, thank you very much.
What it is.
Thank you, Leah.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Claudio. Claudio is a producer of the Rob and Patty Live Show. Thanks for being there, bud, and for doing your number as well. Thank you. Okay, and guys, listen, tune in next week. We're going to have another interesting show for you guys. So you guys be good and try to cope with the heat. And the last word goes to Miss Peppermint Patty.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. The guests were amazing. We had such a blast. Please keep on tuning in. We're gonna have more interesting shows, right?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're not stopping because from our heart, and we do it for fun. Bye, everybody. Take care. Ciao.
Bye, guys.